I'm Cityboi Jew, man. Y'all know me, man. I'm tapped in with the music, man. And sometimes, man, I get the privilege of fucking with special individuals. I get the privilege of just tapping in with certain beings that be tapped into the sound. They be in tune with what they doing, in tune with the street, in tune with everything going, man. And right now, man, I'm here with none other than Sean Bennett.
Yes, sir.
A.K.A. Overlook Hero.
Yes, sir.
A.K.A. 6'1".
Hey, look, AKA all that.
All that. Okay.
I do a lot, man. AKA Mr. Soulful Sunday, you know?
Man,
it's a whole lot, man.
All that, man.
Yeah. Appreciate you, though. I've been wanting to do one of these type of interviews with you, and it's like the perfect time. And now, gearing up, about to start dropping again. Gonna light the city on fire with this shit again, so had to tap in with you for that. So we're here now, man. I had to bring you to, you know what I'm saying, some church grounds, you feel me? Because, you know,
we
Savior.
on holy grounds, man. We on holy grounds.
Had to bring
right
your holy
now.
grounds for sure with it. But yeah, man, it feels good to be here. Like I said, album on the way. I believe you dropping it next month. June 19th.
Right back outside.
Yes, sir. June 19th. Right after 618 day. So yeah, it's perfect timing.
Perfect timing like Shador, man.
Yeah.
Look, we tapped in earlier in the weeks, you know what I'm saying? We sat down and you ran through some songs with me, and I personally noticed that you were in tune with just everything that's been going on since you've been in the city and since you left, you know what I'm saying, left from home. Yeah. And some people don't know where home is. Home is
Carbondale, Illinois. Usually when I say Illinois to people, they always say Chicago. But we got a lot of Chicago roots down there because they all go to school down there.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm from Carbondale, Illinois. It's more southern Illinois. We close to St. Louis. We like 2 hours from St. Louis, super small town. But we was doing our thing out there.
What it was like growing up?
Growing up in Carbondale, well, when I grew up out there, it was beautiful. It was life for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know no other life outside of there. It was simple. It was fun. We was outside. You know, we played. Everybody knew everybody. Families knew each other.
Okay.
It was one of them type of towns. We just always was outside trying to find the next thing to do. We just, at that moment, I don't know, it's just like life has changed from then to now. But back then, when I look back at it, it just seemed like that was just pure life that we didn't appreciate at the time. You know what I'm saying? But looking back on it, like, yeah, life has changed. We in a different type of technology era now. I was in the era where we didn't have phones and stuff like that. I remember beepers.
The grind was different.
Yeah, everything was different. You meet somebody, you had to meet them again, and you couldn't just hop on the internet and, you know. So yeah, I came from that type of era, man, and I just feel like over time, through generations and generations, music just started flowing, and I've been making music since a shorty, like with a tape player.
I was gonna ask, when did you discover the rhyme? When did you discover that music was it?
Man, honestly, really, like I said, when we got a boombox, and I learned, for real, and then I learned how to record off a boombox because I used to record songs off the radio and put it on my own tapes.
Okay.
So when I learned how to do that, I learned how to put 2 boomboxes next to each other, had a beat playing on one and recording the tape on the other while you spitting on the mic that come with the boombox. So when I was young, I had friends that was older than me, but I knew how to do all this stuff. And then once I started showing them, and we started making songs off of there, and that was just the root. You feel me?
Yeah.
That was the root of it. But once I got back into it, was more so high school when I started making beats.
Yeah.
So I always say I came into this as a beat maker. I always knew how to write songs, but beats was like everything. When Kanye first came out, like I just wanted to make sample beats. I love his sound. So, and then I love Dipset as well growing up. So them was just like the sounds that I made. So it was beats first, and then
What was the first song that you heard that said, "This what the fuck I'm finna do"?
Man, there's been so many.
What's that one that still give you chills to this day? Like this the one that made me say, man, I'm finna become one.
I say when I got out the army. So when I was getting kicked out the army, my sergeant, you feel me? He had a studio in his barracks and stuff, and I didn't know nothing about it at first. I just stumbled. I'm like, damn, you be recording here? I used to make music. You feel me? And he didn't know how to work none of this stuff. He's like, man, I got all this stuff, don't know how to work it. And yeah, we used to just freestyle in there and just play around, and then it started with like 6 of us, and then over time, everybody stopped coming, and I was still the only one there making songs. And yeah, after that, I was going to Georgia, and he bought me Pro Tools before I left. And I mean, I say the songs that I was making around that time was the songs that I knew like I could do this, you know what I'm saying? And then when I got kicked out the Army, that's when, you know, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So when I got back home, I just linked up with people that was rapping. I started tapping in on, I want to say it was either earlier on Facebook, you feel me? Because this was so long ago.
Yeah.
And that's when I tapped in with a group called Pop It Off Boys. And they blew up around the Soldier Boy area. They cranked that Batman. And yeah, and it blew up. They made it. Then they from where I'm from. They blew up. Went to 106 and Park with it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? No, that shit, it took off. That Crank That Batman went worldwide. And they got the song Scream too that they followed up after that went crazy. I'm trying to think of ways, baby. They had some bangers, you feel me? Old school. But so, you know, those some people from my home that blew up. So I tapped in with them. And then, you know, we started making music. They started letting me come to the studio. And shit, the rest was like,
went from there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And at that time, I was going by Louis Boy Slim.
Louis Boy
Slim. I was still in my Atlanta /
Ooh.
You feel me? I still had the flow.
Who is Louis Boy?
Man,
what was Louis? Who was
that
Louis
character?
Boy?
Man, he was a nigga that was just having fun with that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like free spirit. Any sound that he heard, he wanted to do it. He made music every morning. You know what I'm saying? That's what I woke up to. And I mean, like I said, I was just having fun. Like, it didn't matter what the sound was. I could have been a rock song, whatever. I was just rapping on them. And we was just making music at a high rate around that time. And yeah, that was the guy right there for real. Dropping projects. First one bringing music videos to the crib. Like, wasn't nobody calling cameramen from out of town to come home and shoot music videos. Like, that was what I was doing, you feel me? And everybody else followed suit behind me.
So did the love for the music came first, and then we know you being from behind the camera too. So where did that
kind of came from when, like, really when I moved out here. I would say honestly before I moved out here, right? I shot a video before I left at home. It was like the first time I ever tried to shoot a video, because I always been computer savvy. And it was some young niggas, you feel me? We put it out. It was dope, you feel me?
Yeah.
So that was like the first time I ever tried to do it. But when I got out here, I was paying cameraman, you feel me? And then at one point in time, a cameraman.
Hold on, listen, we ain't gonna get in there, because I got some shit that I want to get into there, because everybody behind the camera ain't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't as friendly as it may appear. And they be having certain standards that they like to fuck with and stick to.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I just know with your brand you wanna.
Yeah, for sure. And it was just more so like I just really just needed to do it for myself. Like, so I was like, you know, me and my boy, he was with me, and I'm like, if you're gonna be with me, you feel me? You might as well pick up the camera. I was playing basketball at the time out here. And I'm like, you know, I want a highlight tape. I always wanted one. So that's when we first started filming. He was filming my highlight tapes, and I seen what he was doing. And then I was like, yeah, I'm just tired of paying people for this, you know, for the work, when I know I can do it myself. And yeah, that's all I needed was an extra person there to do it, and I know I can do the other stuff. So yeah, that's how we pretty much locked in. We did a mic performance in my crib to one of my songs called No Vaccine. It was during COVID season. So we was already in the crib chilling. And I had just did one in in 2020, and I had just left LA and did a mic performance in LA as a platform out there. And yeah, when I got back, I was like, you know, Vegas ain't got that where we just left from, you feel me? I'm like, Vegas ain't got no platform where people going in there performing their songs and content. And I'm like, we gotta figure out a way we can do that. You know what I'm saying? My whole goal was always just trying to be in the mix of what was going on in Vegas when I first moved out here, because I knew I wanted to be here. You know what I'm saying? I knew that when I first got off the plane and seen all the lights and shit. Because where I'm from, I ain't see none of that type of stuff. You feel me? So as soon as I got off the plane, I knew I wanted to be here. I felt the potential the city had in 2018. And that's why I feel like my purpose was always to be here, because I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I could have been left. But yeah, that's where the camera stuff came from, for sure.
Facts. Man, you dropped so many heat rocks over the past few years.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna say few.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just going back to the last album.
Yeah. Definitely Be Alive.
Definitely Be Alive.
Yeah.
Man, that when you dropped that album, I know that you were going through a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? You lost love.
Yeah, life.
You know what I'm saying? Life was definitely life. And talk about, give me your perspective on where you were with that album, and now that we about to be coming into the, you know what I'm saying, this album right here, because I know it was a time period before you want to come back, you know what I'm saying, around again. So let's just
so basically, man, like the Thankful to Be Alive album really was just dedicated to my grandmother. From the cover art, you know what I'm saying, the cover art was me standing in front of her casket, and that was like real footage of like the church, you feel me, everything from detail. So that was really for her. When she passed, I was already working on that. At the time, it was called The Savior. I was already working on the Savior album. I was doing like you can call it like the Savior run, because everybody wanted interviews at the time. They wanted to see what the Savior thing was about.
Right.
So when all that was bubbling up, I'm like, this is the perfect time to execute a project, call it the Savior, whatever. And then my grandma passed. And when she passed, I'm like, the best thing that I can do right now, because I went to a period where I just wasn't making music. It was hard. I wasn't inspired or nothing. I mean, I was still filming, which that didn't ever slow down. But I wasn't inspired to make music at all. And I had just came off of dropping like a big project out here. Like My Greatest Pain was one of my favorite projects, because that was I'm in Vegas to here to stay.
Yeah.
I'm working with artists now. I got other big name artists from Vegas out here now. I'm working with y'all now. So it's like that was my. And then the next one was supposed to be the follow-up, and then when that happened, I just fell back from music. And the only way I felt like I could come back to that music again was catching my inspiration from the Lost.com. So that's how that album came apart. And the one thing that I really enjoyed the most about that album is how authentic it was, because from the beats, I sat down with a producer for the first time, and he was like, "What sound you want?" I'm like, "I want this sample on here. I wanted to do the Set It Off sample, Living Without You." I said I wanted that. Let's do it. We made the beat. So that project was so personal to me, and it meant a lot to me. I'm glad I was able to execute with the perfect videos, all that. So So comparing that to where it's at now, I think it's just now in my life, I'm so isolated from everybody. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that I once loved.
Why is that?
Just a lot of stuff that's been going on. Life again. You feel me? It's just all a part of life. Everybody not meant to be a part of every chapter in your life. You feel me? So some people just didn't get to make it to this next chapter in my life. And I feel like now I'm just super isolated. I'm by myself a lot. I've been spending a lot of time to myself.
So this part of the book, because the chapter you said, a lot of people wrote out the script going, you know what I'm saying, moving forward. So going forward in this chapter, being isolated, what have you know what I'm saying, learned or discovered with yourself from being isolated?
The power of accountability. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, I feel like they don't really focus or take heed of how powerful accountability can be. You feel me? When you take accountability, self-accountability, and realize certain things, not even gonna say your fault, but certain things you had control of, and you was able to control the narrative and put it in a different perspective, but you allowed things and distractions and just other stuff in life to interfere with it. And just me being transparent about situations is, I just feel like I kind of let my Vegas lifestyle get to me a little bit, and I had to get back into when it was 2019, when nobody knew who I was out here, because I really been exposing myself more. People know me. I be in clubs.
Being exposed.
You know what I'm saying?
Still being exposed to a lot of shit.
Good and bad. Me being honest to myself. So it's like my head got a little too big in a way, and that's me taking accountability of what was going on in my household and with the people around me. You feel me? And it was just like I had to get back. By losing everything, it helped me get back into that bag I was in in 2019 when I moved out here and nobody knew me and I was still grinding.
Hungry.
Yeah, I was hungry. I was grinding. I was putting music out. It didn't matter who liked it. I just knew it was gonna reach somebody in Vegas eventually. It was reaching. So I'm just back hungry. Like I said, I've been very isolated. I did everything on this album by myself. It almost got to me going back to making beats. You know, I do got a song on there where I produce, so it's gonna be on there as well. But yeah, I'm just getting back in my bag again. And it's even harder too, especially with the camera stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You stay, man. Look, man. You stay in your bag. I don't know how hard it be for you to get out your bag. Like right now, man. The drippiest nigga in hip hop, shoe lover.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Matter of fact, shoe lover, man. Where did the love for
Shout
the,
out
for the
my
game?
mom,
Where did
man.
the game? Where did the love for the game come from? Because I got a love for shoes too.
Yeah, it was my OG for real. We grew up in Illinois. You know, Michael Jordan was God out there, and when I was younger, I think my OG, she always wanted to buy Jordans for herself, but she just was like, she got a son. So she used to just put it on me. She had a friend. They used to be in competition, buying Jordans left and right. My son got these.
Yeah.
So that kind of was like the start of everything with it. But, you know, I'm just actually blessed to say, like, when I first moved out here, I came out here with 2 pair of shoes. If that. You know, I think I probably came with a pair.
People, y'all don't understand when this man just said what this man just said.
Yeah, I came out here with nothing. Like, no car. I got a YouTube video that did numbers about me having $62 in my account when I moved here. You know what I'm saying? Thank God I had somebody to move in with.
Yeah.
But I had nothing when I came out here. Nothing. And a lot of people don't know that. They see the chains, they see the car, and they be like, you know, they probably think I've been had it like
what
that.
Damn, man, I don't even mean to cut you.
No, you good.
Because I'm talking about the shoes, but what he just said was, nigga, I came with nothing. And my grind elevated to where he at now. I see where he at now. So just saying, when you came out here with nothing, speak on coming out here with nothing.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. I came out here really when I moved out here. I was supposed to just come for the weekend to visit, and I was on the I was coming out here. Girl I was talking to at the time. You know what I'm saying.
Y'all still together?
No, we not together no more. We did a 7-year run though. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we not together no more.
Pull some calendars down.
Yeah, but shout out to her because without her I wouldn't be here. You feel me?
That's real.
But I came out here to visit her for a weekend for real, and I didn't pack nothing, couple fits, didn't bring nothing with me, and I met a dude on the plane, and he was telling me how he got a landscaping company. They be hiring. If I need a job, just hit him. And yeah, I just sat down with her and I'm like, you know, I kind of want to stay here. I seen the vision when I got off. I wanted to be here. I got that job to clean up outside, and I stuck it out, and I've been out here since.
That's called a nigga being humble. Do you know a nigga cleaning up outside at 110, 120, 115, hot as fuck?
I moved out here in April.
Do you niggas know how hot the fuck it is outside?
Yeah.
At that time,
I learned fast.
Bro.
I learned fast about Vegas, but you know, I was hungry. But like I said, I had nothing. I ain't have nothing. I had no car. All I had was a roof over my head, which is a lot out here. But yeah, I ain't had nothing. So the grind, like I said, to now I'm looking where I'm at now, like shoes and stuff like that. I'm happy I'm able to get back into that bag because that's what I was doing before I got out here. But I needed to go hit back rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? It kept my head level, got me back hungry again.
Man,
and the levels, I got to see the levels again, the progression of.
Because I was gonna say, do every great artist, every great athlete, every great. Do at some point do you have to hit a rock bottom to understand? Yeah,
even the richest people, I feel like eventually hit rock bottom at one point in time because they don't really be as happy as you think they is. A lot of people be thinking just money is the root of your happiness, and it's really not. You feel me? Because you can have that. I got everything right now that I dreamed for in 2018 when I moved out here, and I'm thankful for it. But it doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me whole because I can lose it. You feel me? And once I learned that, like I just cherish things a little different. You know, because I can lose it. I can wake up one morning and get drunk and lose my chain. It's gone. My car, I could wake up, my car don't start and ask a 3,000 repair, and I can, it's just stuff like that happens, and I realize waking up is the biggest blessing because I get another chance at being better than I was yesterday, so that's been kind of like my motivation in life of getting up every day is knowing I can take it 1% every day, no matter what it is I'm doing, no matter who trying to step in the way of it. It's about just bettering yourself every day, every day.
Yeah, so that brings us to Let Me Be.
Yeah. Let me be your savior, man. Look,
Come on.
that album, man.
Come on.
It was just like I said. I've been in that accountability bag this year to just want to understand my wrongdoings, the things that the things that I did do right, things that I could control. So this album really was just about a lot that was going on in my life. And most of my music is set up like that as well. Like it's just a reflection, it's a mirror, it's like a reflection of my life. But this one was real personal. I feel like I got in a real personal bag. I was accepting shit for what it was. I was letting people know how I felt if I did them wrong. Cause I'm very private, nonchalant, however you want to call it. Like if it's an issue, sometimes I just keep it to myself. I move a little different. I don't move loud with things. I be moving silent. And sometimes I don't express myself to people on how I feel, and that can be good or bad.
The gift and the curse.
Yeah, so hopefully they play the album because it's there. This is like a book.
This shit,
it's like a book.
Man, it's when we tapped in, man, and we sat down, we listened, we went through it.
Yeah.
It wasn't finalized. Everything wasn't finalized yet, but me and you, we sat down and we ran through some tracks, and it was like every song even from the intro when the people hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, if this gonna be my last album, or if this gonna be my last breath.
Yeah. You never know.
I'ma let y'all hear it from my mouth to God's ears right now.
Yep.
You feel me? And the personal reflection that you had on this album comes from what you said earlier.
Yeah.
Having to be by myself right now.
Yeah.
So in that process of being by yourself, how closer did you grow?
Yeah.
In faith and in music.
That's what it was. It was the growth in my faith, believing in myself as well. You know, we always gotta give praise to the Most High, but we always gotta give ourselves credit as well as humans.
Yes,
so, yeah, definitely was me understanding like what was going on and how I can change it. The growth is growing. And what we in May right now, we 5 months in, I feel like a whole different person than what I was so far, you know. And I've just been progressing, man. And I'm just trying to continue it going. And I know it's a lot of things that's been trying to knock me down and knock me off my square, and put me in a place where it's either you can go down or you can go up. So I'm being tested. You feel me?
So how cold is it to know when you being tested, when a pop quiz coming in, you ready for it?
Yeah.
Like how that feel to be on your point to where it's at right now, man.
You really just, like I said, it's really just like a decision you got to make within yourself. I realized, like I said, I've been in these situations in life before where I was up and then boom, 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 and I'm down.
Yeah.
And that's just being war ready, because I already know how I feel to be here. So is you going to mope or you going to get up and make shit happen? And lately my mental has just been getting up and make shit happen. We're not going to sit around and drip, dread over things we can't control.
You've been in the gym, you've been working on yourself.
Keep it going. Just stay steady.
Working on yourself and staying physically and mentally fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's always been big to me. The older I get as well. When I was in the Army, that was just fitness was every day. So now that I'm getting older, I didn't want to get lazy in life.
Okay.
I see when people get lazy, people I grew up with, I see what it does to their mind, their body, their soul, their energy that they put out. So the gym is more than me physically going in there and getting big. And I always tell people that it's about really just being able to know you can get up every day and pour water into your own cup. Take care of your own body. You know what I'm saying? Things you're going through throughout that week, you can go let it out in that gym in the morning and start over. So I wake up to go there. Then there be older people in there. They be like 70, 80. And then I see them in there on a consistent basis, and I be like, I can't take a day off. They in here every day. And I had one old man tell me one time, cool as hell, shout out Phil. I asked him, I'm like, what make you keep coming up in here every morning? You don't really have to no more. What are you working out for? He was like, it's just because the moment I feel like I can't come in here is the moment when I feel like I'm leaving. And I was like, I feel that. He's like, I've been coming here since I was 20-some years old. He said, when I feel like I can't get up and come in here no more, that's when I feel like life is stopping for me. And he's like, I never want to wake up and feel like I can't make it in here. So he keep going, and I'm like, I fucks with that. That's life in general. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to man, for holding it down, man. Let me be. Still, let's get back, man.
Yeah.
Let me be.
Let me be it, man.
The process.
Yeah. So like, really, it just all formed from when when I put that song out, I was really freestyling on that song. We was punching in. And I was just like, Las Vegas Savior, Illinois' finest, looking for a soul like you can't find it. And I felt like that. You feel me? Like, and
it's okay.
And my homie Q, when he heard it, he told me like a lot of people, my boy, he told me a lot of people not gonna like that out here just because how Vegas set up. And I'm like, that's cool. They're gonna have to bite it. You feel me? Because that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And after I said it, I didn't get on the internet and pop shit. And, I let people talk. I let people have their opinion on it. I let people like it. I let people hate it. I never spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? I waited for the interviews, of course, but that's just not my character because, at the end of the day, I said what I said, but it was more so once you sit back and think about everything that I have accomplished, and a lot of people didn't know my backstory as well. Some people got introduced to me at that moment, but everything that I did accomplish, come out with nothing, coming out here not being selfish, because where I'm from, it's a selfish city.
Fuck, from one to another, from one to another.
So I wanted to come out here and show that, like, I could be a rapper, but I could help elevate other rappers as well. And like, still to this day, I don't think nobody has filmed as many artists as I filmed. I had to spread it out to get to Phoenix and Utah as well. And I don't say that to flex. I say that to say I just wanted to be that person that helped inspire the next person. There's be so many artists that come to me and be like, this is my first video ever. Like, I'm starting my career off with you. Yeah. So I'm somebody, I remember the first person who shot my video. So I'm grateful to be able to say a lot of people gonna leave with that in their mind. They're gonna always remember me, and they always remember me as the cameraman, and then they slowly figure out like, oh, he make music too. He and then that's how it grows. I don't push music on people no more. But yeah, back to Let Me Be Your Savior. Honestly, it was just time for it, man. I want the city to really understand what I meant by that. That's why I switched it from the Savior to Let Me Be Your Savior.
Okay.
Because that's more like, it's more so like, it's more welcoming. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not forcing it. I'm not telling you I'm the king of Vegas. I'm not running Vegas, nothing like that. I'm just saying, I'm the Savior. And people kind of took the Savior like, they just kind of took the Savior more like, what he saved? He think he saved the scene? No, I'm not saying it like that. But I'm an anchor that put something down out here.
I was about to say, man.
And it boosted from different angles, like different platforms grew from it. It made other motherfuckers want to work. Me as an artist, when I drop, people want to start dropping. I be seeing that as well. And that's even from back home, too. And it's like, I don't look at that like, hey, it's motivation.
I was about to say, how do you look at that when people see that you really about to put something out and it's going to be quality behind it, it's going to be a good representation behind it, and they want to, see it?
I love it. It keep me going. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I want the city to wake up when I wake up. If that's what it's doing. You know what I'm saying? And
So it's safe to say, niggas is like alarm clocks around this motherfucker.
Yeah, sometimes people just kind of waiting. And, I get motivation from a lot of artists out here. Like Spitter. When I see Spitter getting his content bag and he start posting content, it make me get up and be like, I got to start getting it again. And he'll tell me I do the same to him. You feel me?
The energy be different.
Yeah, and that's why I fuck with bro. And it's like, I get inspired by everybody. Everybody has a little piece of them that I get inspired from. So it's beautiful to me if I see I'm about to drop and people getting the city starting back working, posting reels. I love to see that. It ain't of course it's always competitive, but it got to be like that.